Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel. My name is Brandy. This is Stay Forever True. On this channel, we talk about spirituality, plant-based diets. I'm also a mother and a nurse and a wife, and I work from home as well. So this channel is all about showing you how you can integrate spirituality into your everyday life, and you can just be a regular person out here helping yourself to be yourself and be at your highest potential. So today I want to talk about the moon and using moon energy and what does that mean and why we should use it, how we should use it. I'm not sure if I'm going to just make it one video talking about moon energy or if I'm going to also talk about the new moon and the full moon. So first off, I want to talk about what does it mean to use the moon energy and why we should use it, and just talk about the moon energy a little bit more in depth. So as I'm talking about this, I have some Cancer. Yes, Cancer crab. Can you see her? Is she there? I have some Cancer crab incense burning because the Cancer, this zodiac sign Cancer, is ruled by the moon, and I myself am a Cancer. Okay, so shout out to all my Cancers. But what does it mean? What is the moon? So there's a lot of different folklore about the moon, and from what I know and from what I've seen is that it has a lot to do with feminine energy, dark energy, mysterious energy, the subconscious mind. And then when you go more into talking about the zodiac and astrology, it has to do with your childhood and the relationship with your money. Probably your money too, but the relationship with your mom. Because if you know anything about astrology, we have a sun sign, we have a moon sign, we have a rising sign, we have all these different signs within our birth charts. And the moon sign, whatever your moon sign is in astrology, that's really who you are on a deep level, and it has a lot to do with your past life, and it has a lot to do with the relationship with your mother. So that's just something, but that's a totally different video. This video could be very long if I start talking about astrology, so let's just keep it at the moon. Okay, so the moon is what we would consider like a celestial body, and the one thing you should know about the moon is that, of course, it has different cycles. It has a phase. The moon works on a cycle, and it's similar to the sun in that we use the sun and the moon in order to calculate time here on Earth, right? So that right there kind of shows you just how big of an impact it is. In our world, we put a lot of emphasis on the sun because the sun, you know, we can see everything in the daytime. The sun gives us, you know, vitamin D. It helps things to grow. It does all these different things. But on the flip side of that, the moon also shows us a lot of things, reveals a lot of things, and it also has a lot to do with the actual physical Earth itself. The moon allows us to have a gravitational pull here on Earth. The moon allows us to have waves in the ocean. And when you think about us as human beings, our body is composed of about 70 to 80% of water. And so if the moon affects the tides in the oceans here on Earth, and remember the Earth is also about 70 to 80% water, doesn't it make sense that the moon energy is also pulling on our energy? It's also creating something within us, because if it's doing it to the Earth and the Earth is huge, it's of course going to have an impact on us, and we're just these small vessels, right? So that's just something to think about as far as like if you need to make it less woo the moon and make it more like actual like concrete in your mind for you to understand it. That's just one example. So I'm gonna look at my notes because I don't want it to be too all over the place. Okay, honey. Something else you should realize is like as above, so below. So if there's certain things, if the moon is going through certain phases, so we have the new moon, the full moon, the waxing moon, the waning moon, the gibbous moon, you know, the half moon, the half quarter, all those different things. If we have all that happening in the universe, the literal universe, then that same energy is happening on a smaller scale here on Earth. So it's just the same thing. It's just exactly the same thing happening here on Earth. So when the moon is in certain phases, it's also affecting how things are happening here on Earth, and we are also in certain phases. Something else to think about when I talked about the moon being feminine energy, a woman's cycle is typically, now this is of course all women's cycles are different, But it's about a 28-day cycle. The same with the moon. It's a 28-day cycle. As above, so below. We are just small versions of everything that's happening up in the cosmos, honey. So it's so interesting that our cycle is synced up with the moon cycle. To me, that's freaking amazing. That's why if you're a woman, or if you have a lot of feminine energy in your chart, or if you want to become more in tune with your feminine energy, which is all about manifesting and the darkness and the richness of it all, and the I don't know what's going on of it all, the mysterious parts of life, if you want to tap into that, you definitely should use moon energy. You really, really should, because it's so compatible. It's so reflective of us as women. So keep that in mind. So when I say as above, so below, when the moon is in a new phase, which I'll talk more about that, when it's in a new phase and we're talking about newness and starting things, you should do the same thing here on this earthly plane, right? When the moon is in its fullness and it's talking about releasing and letting go, you should do the same thing here, because you want to harness the energy that's already happening, this huge energy. The moon is huge. You want to use that huge energy because it's already happening. So it's already basically causing certain things to happen down here. So just use it to your advantage. That's all you got to do, is just use it to your advantage and basically go with the flow. Don't try to fight what's already happening. So if we're in a new phase, don't be trying to let go of stuff. Like, no, you should be just go with the new. Like, just start something new. Just go with it, right? Because it's already happening. So it's like assisting you as you try to manifest or try to do certain things here on earth. Hoping that's making sense to you all. So yeah, that's why we should use the moon. That gives you like a little bit of insight of saying like, okay, this makes a little bit more sense to me in my mind. But yeah, I can talk more about it, and I'm going to learn more about it as I go. That's what I love about this channel, is because it's me showing you all as I go through my spiritual journey, as I become more, aware of certain things, certain topics. I want to share that with you all. I am not the guru. I'm just here sharing my knowledge, and I love it. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you for watching. Okay. In the comment section, I would really love for you to put what your moon sign is. My moon sign is Scorpio, honey. She's dark in there. It's a lot of skeletons in my closet. But something else I want to let you all know, that you can get these earrings as well as other earrings that are this same color and different designs as well from my website. I have an Etsy site. It's a great way to support a small female-owned, family-owned, woman-owned, nurse-owned, Cancer-owned business. It really, really helps the channel. It helps me to support my family, and it's a great way for me to express my creative energy. So I really, really appreciate you all who have bought earrings from me. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, in all that you do, stay forever true. Peace.